Welcome to the Tech Byte on the new Student Attendance Editor in the staff portal. I'm Beth Elliott, your trainer today, and we'll be going over the features that are in the Student Attendance Editor. You get there by going under Student Profile. When you first come into the profile, you're going to be in the biographical information, and if I collapse the contact details, I'll be able to see any attendance history and other student details. So this is showing me my attendance total and any of the attendance detail that she has. If I go to my attendance tab, I'm going to be able to see any entry withdrawal information, and that shows the date and the code. And if I hover over the code, it's going to give me a description of what that code is. If there's any withdrawal or withdrawal code, I hover over the calendar, it'll show me what calendar I'm in, and I can see the register codes. There was a note, there'd be a little yellow plus here, and it's letting me know there isn't any information. I can, if I want, edit this record just by clicking the edit button, and it lets me come in and modify information. So if I needed to say add a note, I could click on the note and put one in. Or I can go to my register codes in case I need to change something. So if I click on that, it brings up all 8 register codes for me to modify. It might be the student is moving between one rate for the information to another, so it gives me that information. It might be that I need to change the daily rate for the student because I have the wrong one selected. So it gives me that opportunity. And then I click OK. So it's a nice, easy way to work with that. As I scroll down, I'm going to be able to see the totals as I had in the student area, where I see for the date range here what the information is. Amy has had 10 absences, none of them unexcused. The in the row total is based on the ending date for both the tardies and the absences. It gives me possible and attended and their percentage, so it makes it nice that I can see that information going on. Below that, it's going to show me any of her daily entries, so I can see the codes that are here. Again, these are going to be in descending date order, so I see the most recent information first. If I need to add a new record, I can do that right here. It will default to today's record. I can pick a code, and it might be that she is an unexcused absence so far, so I'm going to select that. I can put in a time in and out. If the student came in late because they weren't feeling well, they might have left to go to the doctor, come back from the doctor, and then maybe went home because they still weren't feeling well. You can put in canned comments as to why the student was absent, tardy, or dismissed, or on the other area going here. You can check whether it's excused absence or a medical note has been received, or you can put in a note to say what's going on. When you're finished, you check the update, and that puts that record in there. If I need to delete a record, all I need to do is highlight the record. It might be that we came in and on December 1st, she really wasn't absent that day, so I can go to the right and delete that record. It will ask me, do I want to be sure? Then I'm going to verify that. And as easy as that, I can change it. Because this unexcused absence is in, when I scroll back up, it's going to give me some information on that. And if I go back and work with that, it just gives me some information. Now, if I go to another student, I can scroll up to the list and go to the search. I can just pick the student from the list if I choose, and I can see what's going on. Now, in this case, for Jason, he has more than one entry record. So I had him where he came in, he left, he returned. So when I scroll down to look at his attendance totals, he's going to have some non-member days for those days he was not in school that were not in the entry and withdrawal. On these entry dates, I can click on the heading for the entry date and sort based on that. So it gives me the ability to see what's going on. And I can continue down and see any history he might have. If I need to add a record, let me go to another student. So I'm going to do the advanced search this time. And that gives me where I can look, I can scroll up and down, or I can actually type in the information I'm looking for. And whether it's 2 characters, 3 characters, it's whatever I want to put in. But I want to work with Amy Babis here. Now, Amy might not have an attendance entry yet. So to add a new record, I'm going to click the Add New Record. and it will default to today's date. I can change that if I need to by just changing it. It might have been she came in the end of yesterday, so yesterday counts. And I can give her an entry code to say why she came in. So it might be that, yep, okay, here she is. I can put that in, select the calendar, put in any register codes that are needed. So it might be that she is a ninth grader, so I can type in my R09, select it as a ninth grader and modify, and click OK, and then update. If I wanted to put in a note, I could just by clicking on that, and maybe I'm going to indicate where she transferred from. And then I click OK. So just as a quick reference. And when I'm done, I hit update. Now the little plus here is letting me know that there is a note in there. So as easy as that is how I get around using the student editor. So thank you very much for participating, and I hope you found this helpful.